Billy Currington, Don't It on B105. Good morning. Welcome to Thursday.
Good morning.
It is April 25th, 2024. I just wanted to make sure at the time. Eric Church and Springsteen on B105, the Northland's #1 for new country. It's Ken and Lauren. We have the B105 Buzz, brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936.
Can I start?
I'd love it if you would.
So, we know that there's a new cookie shop opening in Duluth, Insomnia Cookies.
I don't get the Insomnia cookies.
Because it's open late.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's one of two new businesses opening at these shops at Bluestone, and actually today they're having their little grand opening celebration. So it starts at 11. They have a lot on their menu. I'm going to have to really resist and use a lot of willpower. They have cookies, brownies, ice cream, cookie cakes, cookie ice cream concoctions, and just a fun addition to Duluth. So if you want to go, they're opening today. All those details, b105country.com.
Okay, I want to mention this real quick kind of community thing happening here with all of our nurses. We have National Nurses Week coming back, and that's going to be May 6th through 12th. But we're starting right now. You can actually nominate a nurse right now by going to b105country.com under the What's Hot menu. You'll see, or What's Trending, you'll see Nominate a Nurse. Click there. And that's Nurse Jenny. That's the featured image. I went to high school with her. Did you know that?
Is that real?
Yeah. Why would I make that up?
Because I just thought that was a stock photo.
No, she's a real person. She was a year older than me, graduated
We
a
should
year
call
before
her and
me.
just be like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, that's always, it goes all well. Call people randomly from high school that I haven't talked to in how many years. Anyway, nominate a nurse, National Nurses Week right there on B105 app. They're going to win a prize pack from Scrubs Direct, the IRG Scrubs Boomtown gift certificate, and gift certificate to Engwall Flowers. So brought to you by Essentia Health. Check it out right there.
Awesome.
National Nurses Week coming back. Coming up for you next, Luke Combs, Miranda, and more on B105. Morgan Wallen thinking about me on B105. So fill me in, because I was gone a couple days earlier this week because I had some stuff going on. I'm kind of out of the loop. Part of that is by intention. But did this whole Morgan Wallen thing just blow over? Nothing's come out of it?
We have had a lot of stories about him. I have more stories coming up in Lauren's Country Lowdown. But he did break his silence. I think it was like Friday night. He posted on Twitter and he said, I've wanted to apologize, but he's like, I needed to apologize in private first to everybody that works at Chiefs, which is Eric Church's bar, where he threw the chair. He said, I needed to apologize to law enforcement. And he said, I'm taking full responsibility. I have nothing else to say at this time. And then he's like, my tour is going to go on as scheduled. So it was like a good apology.
Okay, Lauren, you got a lot to get to. Get to it.
I sure do. So we were just talking about Morgan Wallen a few minutes ago. You've been out of the loop, but he did, apologize for everything that happened. I have another story about him next hour, and I'll fill you in then on the other story you missed about him earlier. He had to return to a different scene of the crime over the weekend as well. But
oh my goodness.
First, we got to talk about a rumor going on about him. This one is not controversial, thankfully, but we all know, well, I guess it might be. He has his bar opening on Broadway later this year.
Right.
We'll see how that goes. But a new report says that he is also opening a second location in Las Vegas.
Okay, so he's... Oh.
Not confirmed, but a source off the record said it's Morgan Wallen. The building permits say a country music bar. So that'll be interesting. Blake Shelton just opened Ole Red in Las Vegas. I don't really think of country music when I think of Las Vegas, but I guess a bar is a bar when you go to Las Vegas.
They've got country artists that are there all the time in Las Vegas. Why wouldn't they have a country bar?
That's true. And also it's like a restaurant as well. And there's not, I feel like a lot of places in Vegas where you can listen to live music. So this will have that as well.
Back when we went there for we went there on our honeymoon to Las Vegas, and what are you laughing about?
I love that.
Oh.
That's fun.
And we went to Toby Keith's I Love This Bar when it was there. I think it was at Haraz or something. Haraz. I never.
Yeah, and then of course, like I just said, Blake Shelton has his bar. And then there's another one too. I think it's called Losers or something. And then there's...
Something a place I'd hang out.
That's a famous bar in Nashville as well. So speaking of Toby Keith, this brought a tear to my eye. I thought it was so cute. The tributes keep coming in for him, obviously. We all know he was a huge fan of all things Oklahoma sports. That was his thing. The Oklahoma Sooners have done a tribute to him. They actually painted his name on the field. They just had their big, huge annual spring game, and he was a huge fan. He would always go to them, and so they spray painted his name in huge letters on the field, just kind of as like he could be there, his spirit, I guess. So
Oklahoma Sooners, huh?
yeah,
I'm gonna look that up. I'm sure there's an internet picture on the internet, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah, I see it right now. Isn't that sweet?
so cute.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood also recently tributed him at the Grand Ole Opry. So if you want to walk down memory lane.
Is that a picture of Toby there in the middle of the O?
I don't know.
I think it looks
tell.
like him with a microphone up, right? Yeah, that is Toby.
I
Neat.
couldn't tell. But yeah, very cool. See all the tributes, b105country.com. And then we're going to end on a happy note. Post Malone, he's apparently getting closer to releasing his country album. So Parker McCollum is working on his next album. Somebody asked about a song he did on like a live stream years ago. Is this going to be on the new album? And Parker said no, because Post Malone was going to record it the last time that he heard about it. So he said hopefully he does. And that just shows that Post is getting...
That's hard to give heaven some hell on B105. I don't know where I was yesterday. I don't know. I think I was on the internet somewhere, but I saw the Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Hardy photo.
It's weird. It's
And
a
I was
weird
like,
time to be alive.
I'm like, am I
It is.
dreaming right now? Is this real?
I ask myself that, like, I feel like in country music, especially the past
Lately,
few months,
yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Are we okay?
Well, Snoop Dogg, Hardy, and Dr. Dre all on the track together on that, what was it, the Hardy tapes or something like that?
No, I don't.
Or that's off his album.
They recovered or covered or whatever you want to say, Gin and Juice.
Oh, that's right.
That is not my vibe. I have no idea what that is. I don't know if I've heard that song, but apparently they approached him to do it.
Well.
So it's not what it wasn't on the bingo card.
You can throw the bingo card out at this
Yeah,
point.
at this point, nothing's on it.
Who knows what happens next hour? I don't know. 710 Laugh Off will tell you that much. Stay tuned for that here on B105. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, and that's Wasted Time from Keith Urban, 7:05. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right to the 710 Laugh Off in just a minute. Because then we got the brain teaser question after that.
Yeah.
Busy half hour. And then at some point today, you're in Apple for those Kenny Chesney tickets. So there we go. Make sure you have your B105 app ready to go. Sun is shining downtown Duluth. A little cold this morning, but it'll warm up a little bit later on. You know, we're going to get closer to 60 today than we've seen in a while. So
Yeah, 58. So, yeah,
58.
round up to 60.
I like rounding up. Yeah. All right. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, good morning. Let's get to it. The 710 Laugh Off. I won yesterday with my relatively risky joke.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a risk. So you get to decide who goes first.
I want you to go first.
Okay. Ken, what kind of cheap beer do vampires like to drink? I know it's not Halloween. I saw a vampire movie this weekend. It's a long story.
Blood Light.
Okay, then I get to do a different one.
That's not how it works around here.
Just kidding. It's Bloodweiser.
Oh,
You
I did not laugh.
You almost laughed, though. I got you there. That was unplanned, but then I saw that there was another joke about vampires drinking beer.
Well,
Tough start for both of us.
when you start with a vampire joke, and I mean, it's like April. I mean,
I said I saw a vampire movie this weekend.
of course you did.
It's really bad.
Which one was it?
Abigail.
Oh, boy.
Really, really bad.
My dad wanted to go see that with you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never heard that from him, so
That was on Facebook.
I didn't see that.
Well, whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. Lauren, what do strippers say at the end of the night? Sorry, we're clothed now.
Risky.
What, they're dressed.
This is a family program.
Oh, is it now?
It is now.
I didn't get the memo on that one.
Ken, how do artichokes apologize? With their whole heart. That's cute. An artichoke joke? Come on.
That was good. Okay. Lauren, one day I changed a light bulb, crossed the road, and walked into a bar, and that's when I realized my whole life was just a joke. That was kind of sad.
That was really sad. That was...
Hey, you didn't make... It wouldn't have been if you laughed, and then it wouldn't have been. Now I feel like a loser. And I'm
That
not...
was just really sad.
Okay, thanks, Lauren.
Anyways, I'm taking a risk here. Ken, which ancient Greek philosopher was an expert on feet? Socrates.
So stupid. I'm done today with you.
You're done with me. I'm done with you. What did I do? What did I do? One. Sorry, it's how it works.
So
Yeah, what?
All right, good job. Congratulations.
Don't be a sore loser.
I'm not being a sore loser.
Can't say you're done with me just because I won once.
I was done with you for this segment here. I mean, this segment's done.
Okay, yeah,
that's what I did.
Thank you.
I'll take it personally. There you go, 710 laugh off. Congratulations on the win. Got your brain teaser question. Minutes away, you can win here with B105. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. All right, let's go. Your brain teaser question today.
Okay, the average person does this for at least 30 minutes a day. What is it? So this is something that like you do while you're doing other things, right? I mean, unless you're just sitting in silence or maybe you're with your family or a friend, but you're doing this.
It's cumulatively throughout the day, right? It adds up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Average person does this for at least 30 minutes a day. Probably should do this for longer. You know?
You should do it for longer?
I don't do enough of this, probably.
Okay, I think I did too much of this.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. The average person does this for at least 30 minutes a day. Apparently, you're supposed to. Oh, okay. I might get what you're saying. Apparently, you're supposed to do it for more time because you're not supposed to do this fast.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
Clicked.
Okay, all right.
Took a while.
Say click though. 727-B105. Call now. Good luck. The average person does this for 30 minutes. With whiskey on you on B105. It's Breakfast Club. Ken and Lauren got your brain teaser question.
The average person does this for at least 30 minutes a day. What is it?
Okay, 30 minutes a day. We gave some clues. Cumulatively, it adds up.
Yep.
Let's go to the phone, see what we got. Hi, B105. What do you think?
Is it scrolling on your phone?
Not scrolling on your phone. And sadly, I bet I'm way over that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they got that screen time thing that comes up.
Negative.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad when you see that? It's like, you spent this much time up 10% from last week. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it is very humbling.
Yeah, humbling is a good word. Okay, well, have a good day.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. Hi, what's your guess?
Hi, is it eating?
Yeah, chewing is the right answer. It's close
Chewing.
enough.
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, you're supposed to chew.
Okay.
How much are you supposed to chew each piece of, like, whatever you're...
Well, I know you're supposed to eat slow because, you know, then your food is, like, digesting better and then you're not, like, stuffing your face. I don't want to chew slow.
Yeah.
I know the science behind it.
Well, the thing I'm trying to do is, like, when you finish eating, and then or did you stop and wait, like, 10 minutes before you go back for more? Because usually you don't eat it then.
Right.
Right. Well, follow us for more tips.
Health tips. Who's this?
This is Brianna.
Hey, Brianna, congratulations. What do we got for Brianna today? I don't know if we talked
We
about the prize.
have a Taco John's value meal.
All right, cool. There you go, Brianna.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for playing. Here's this deal. Here, I'm on an Australian website
Okay.
Called
Be
it.
careful what you Google over there.
intestinal lab,
Okay.
and they say that if you chew, the more you chew, the food particles can help prevent bacterial overgrowth. Because if you don't chew down enough, and it can cause increased fermentation in the gut.
I don't need to hear about that.
So you should chew most foods about 32 times. That's a lot of chewing.
That's a lot.
They say foods that are harder to chew, such as steak, nuts, may require 40 chews per mouthful, but you can get away with stuff like mashed potatoes or watermelons with just 5 to 10 chews.
I'll eat mashed potatoes.
Yeah, okay, that's what you took out of that.
Who's sitting here and doing these studies? It's very interesting.
Intestinallabs.com.
Yeah. Okay.
Intestinallabs.com. What do you do
That's
for a
not
living?
that's
I'm
not
a content creator
website
for intestinallabs.com.
Not a website I'm going to be visiting anytime
Contact
soon.
our dedicated support team via... I don't know if I should click on that. I don't really need the help. There we go. That's your brain teaser question. A little extra. Your weather forecast up next on B105. Okay, 101 with Lauren. This is where we get Lauren a little more well-rounded with sports, you know?
I've been learning.
You've been doing good. You it started off as a joke, and I got to say, about 50% of the time, it's not, you get close.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, here's your headline today that you have to blindly explain.
Okay.
I think this is pretty easy.
Well, don't preface it with that.
Okay, I don't know how you could ever get this one wrong.
Oh, gosh. Great.
Here's the headline. Bears unveil $5 billion proposal for new domed lakefront stadium.
Oh, that's easy. The Chicago Bears, they want a new stadium. They want it to be on the water, and it's going to be $5 billion.
Okay. What do the Bears play?
Football.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Do you want to know why I know that?
Yeah, why?
One time I was at a restaurant and everyone was freaking out because they're like, oh, the Chicago Bears are eating over there. And I was like,
Was this when you were there? Was this when you were on your Chicago Fire
no.
to stop and see the shooting location? Okay, sorry.
I went to visit my friend
Okay.
in Chicago. No, this was like at the Mall of America or something, like 20 years ago. I don't know why it sticks out in my mind.
Huh, funny.
And then I was like, if I could root for a team, it would be the Bears because I like Bears.
That's what it comes down to.
mean,
once again we're talking about Bears. That's interesting.
I like the Vikings.
Do you?
Yeah, if I had to choose, I mean, I'm a Vikings fan. If I had to choose, if I had to be a fan.
If I was tied to a chair and forced to watch football, I would cheer for the Vikings.
I'm not gonna watch the Vikings play, but I want them to win.
Okay. Well, that's all we can ask for.
I mean, what else?
Anyway, about this stadium that the Bears have, it's not. They're gonna. It's an interesting thing, but it's gonna be spaceship-like domed. It's gonna be in the same area right next to Soldier Field. Then I think they're gonna use parts of Soldier Field like and remain for like a little area, but
$5 billion is crazy. And then also, like, is there room for that? They said it's not going to be an easy project, but they said in Chicago we don't like it easy. And I'm like, well, I don't want to go to Chicago then because I like things easy. Well, I don't know if you thrived when you went there. What?
What do you mean? You don't know if I thrived in Chicago?
I
was at a Star Wars convention.
That's true, but you guys...
I got to meet Chewbacca.
That's true. You thrived in that way, but then also I had to hack into somebody's computer to get their password.
That was Tony. He didn't thrive.
Uber, your phone died when you were waiting for an Uber.
That was Tony.
Okay. All right.
The whole story here, it was Tony.
Okay.
We're standing outside in the rain, and his phone dies, and Uber's supposed to be picking us up, and we're outside of whatever convention center it is downtown Chicago. Mm-hmm. And Tony's out there in the rain with a piece of paper with pencil drawn on it. Tony, ? Running up to different Ubers, and it's pouring rain. And I was
obsessed.
We lost like $13 on that Uber because they never showed up.
Well, I mean, I had to hack into his computer to get his password for his phone.
I know. It was a trip.
Good times.
Anyway, 741 B105. Hey, Lauren's got your lowdown on B105. What's happening, Lauren?
Sorry to throw this at you. We have some breaking news.
Oh,
I just saw it
boy.
on Instagram. We now know the host of the ACM Awards, which are coming up May 16th on Amazon Prime. Any guesses?
It's already coming up again?
Yeah.
We just had it.
No, that was the CMT Music
No,
Awards.
Okay, I have no idea.
Anyways.
Jelly Roll?
No, Reba.
Oh.
Yeah. She is so busy. She's
I don't know
like...
if she finds the time.
Yeah, but she's hosting. This was just announced, like I said, a few minutes ago. And so, it's going to be a good show. That is Thursday, May 16th on Amazon Prime.
You know, you got to have respect for her because she's, in her 60s now? And she's still hustling.
She's hustling. She looks great. Good for her.
Hustling.
Making a lot of money.
I mean, at what point do you just say coast?
I know, right? Like, why are you still working?
I don't. Well, good for her.
Anyways, on to some news that I'm just like, ugh. So, got to talk about it. Jimmy Allen.
Oh, everyone's favorite.
His fall from grace is continuing, and I don't know if this was the right move, but he just posted a long video to his YouTube channel, and Kathy Lee Gifford interviewed him. I don't know if they're friends or what, but he talked about a lot of things. I'm not going to talk about it all because some of it is things I don't want to talk about, but he basically said that he knew he wasn't ready to be a husband when he got married, and he says he feels sorry, but he also says this is just who I am and I should have just owned it, type of a thing. So just some tidbits from this interview. He said, I knew when I got married I wasn't ready, but I was at the point in my life where I felt like you should do this. I heard constantly, you should be married, you should do this. He said his family knew Lexi's family, so he felt like, okay, I'm rising to fame. I can trust this family. And he said that if they had spent more time dating, he would have known like that they weren't compatible. And then he also said that he wasn't capable of commitment. That's something he talks a lot about in this interview. He said, I put my wife's needs over my career. And he said, I wasn't in a place to do that. And I wasn't in a place for faithfulness either. He wasn't ready to settle down. He said he wanted to focus on his career. He wanted to focus on his 9-year-old son. He met Lexi. He said, I've never dreamt of being a husband. And I feel like if I had just told her I don't want to just be with one person, basically, I would have saved her a lot of time. And she could have gone and found somebody else.
Boy, Hey, I don't know how that's supposed to make you look.
It's not good. I feel like he's trying to explain, but he said, like, I felt like I was not only unfair to her, but unfair to myself because he was like, I just basically never wanted to get married. I knew that, but Lexi was a good person. They obviously have 3 kids together, so he said that played a role as well. And then he also said that before his dad died, he introduced him to Lexi, and his dad said, don't mess this up. So he felt like, okay, I got to follow what my dad wants for me.
Yeah, maybe you should have.
Yeah.
Maybe, and he ended up messing it up and then says, well, I wasn't in a good place. You know, it's called growing up.
Yeah, like, no, it's not good to be 38 and not want to.
He's 38?
Yeah, he's 38.
Come on, grow up, dude.
Yeah, and there's a lot more tidbits. We'll break it down a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, this is not a good look. So yeah, we'll dive deeper into it in the next Lawrence Country.
I mean, you're a father, for crying out loud. Get your act together.
I know.
That's what I was
agree.
saying.
It's not going well. It's not going well.
And then stop talking.
He needs to stop talking. I agree.
Unbelievable. Okay. Well, anyway.
Well, there you go.
Just, it's just frustrating. And then, as somebody that's like, that as a dad myself, and like how I want to make sure, I try my best to make sure my kids have like, everything. That means like, don't screw up.
Right.
All this stuff,
Right. And I do feel like, I get the pressure because I hear all the time, why aren't you married? It's like, you shouldn't do something like that because other people are pressuring you.
Well, everybody, mind your own business.
And also, if you're 38 and you're like, I don't want to commit. I guess it's not for everybody, but that's a little.
Yeah, well, then don't.
It's a little questionable.
I don't think that's a really good explanation.
A YouTube interview.
Kathy Lee Gifford, how's she been?
She's retired. I don't know if they're friends. He called her up. There's a lot to dive into.
Interesting.
We'll do part 2 later.
Randy Hauser, How Country Feels on B105, and it's the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and we haven't had that notification yet for Kenny Chesney tickets.
No, we have not.
That means it's going to be happening in the next 2 hours, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure you have that app downloaded. The notifications are ready to go, and you could win.
And it'll remind us as well. No,
right, I can turn my ringer back on over here so I hear it. Silence off. Got it. Okay, we're good. That's coming up, and your weather forecast next on B105. I forgot about this music bed. Sorry.
It is the closest I could find to tropical, so just go with it.
Okay, this is Kenny Chesney on the Beach, EDM.
Whatever.
Okay,
I love it.
You got the app. We're going to caller 15 right now. Let's go on the phone. Hello, B105. Who's this?
Kelsey?
Kelsey, guess what?
What?
You're going to see Kenny Chesney.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're caller 15. Who would have thought? Huh?
Not me.
Well, you tried anyways, so good job.
Yeah, right. Well, congratulations. Have fun, okay?
All right, I will. Thank you.
Let's just take a minute to vibe to this.
Right?
I can see it's kind of be like a tropical fun thing,
It was the closest I could get to like a tropical situation. So
Like I can do a vacation voiceover to this,
you could.
Kenny Chesney.
Gotta love it.
All right. We'll have chances for that again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Last chance, right?
Last chance, yep.
Okay. B105 Cash Cow Code just minutes away at 8:20 here on the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren.
This is your chance to win cash. Here's this hour's Win Cash Code.
561.
561. Got it. Enter that one into the B105 app. Your first code today. 9 more to come, but this one, 561. Hey, that rhymed. Tyler Hubbard dancing in the country on B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We're going to talk to Brandon Weathers here in just a minute about our forecast. Today looks pretty nice. Get out and enjoy today.
Right.
Because it's looking a little rainy coming up.
Sun is shining today.
It was a little chilly to start, but we'll get a little close to 60. So.
I know. It's been like kind of a jump scare to have frost on my windshield, but it's okay.
Jump scare. Love that. Okay. your weather forecast in a minute with Brandon. And then we have, some jerk today is a little interesting. It's not quite typical, but I know this is something that's going to trigger you, Lauren. So.
Great.
No, not in a bad, kind of, you'll know what I mean.
Great. Okay.
That's coming up on B105 at 8:40. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Okay, here's the story, Lauren. Some jerk. This is I said this would trigger you.
Great.
An expert is saying there is no need to shower every day unless you exercise.
I think everyone should shower, though.
I know you've said that, but they're saying that only do it about 3 times a week.
You also agree with me that people should shower every day.
I know I have to. I can't.
Yeah, no,
I
do work out every day, but even if I don't, I I cannot function if I do not take a shower.
They say that it's based more on a social contract than actual need, that people feel like they need to shower all the time.
Well, there is an argument where people are like, it's bad for your skin.
No, yeah,
it'll
we've
dry
had
out your
people
skin.
tell us that, yeah.
But you gotta be hygienic,
What's the deal with this whole body deodorant
Okay.
renaissance
I do
that's
have
happening?
thoughts about that. I do have thoughts. It's crazy that I just all of a sudden I feel like it went from it's like deodorant for your armpits and then deodorant
for everything. When did that happen?
Literally, I feel like this year.
Is that because people aren't showering as much?
I have no answers. I'm going to just stick to my underarm deodorant. We know Ken is very passionate about his deodorant.
I mean, passionate about my deodorant.
If you don't wear or if you forget to put on deodorant, it will ruin your day.
Well, I had to stop at Black Bear Casino in the gift shop and get a little tiny travel size of
My point
expired
exactly.
Old Spice. I don't know if it was expired or anything, but yeah. I got it in my truck now, so I'm safe.
It's
but
perfect.
yeah.
And I have some here as backup in case I forget as well. It's a sick feeling.
There's that point where you're walking in the mid-morning and you go, my arms don't feel normal. Like they're not,
Right.
You know? It's like, oh, that's because yeah. Well, anyway, that's not for me. I'm going to just keep showering every day.
Same.
Or most days, right?
Same.
Even though it's not supposed to be good for your skin, but, I just can't. Megan Maroney can't break up now with Old Dominion on B105. Do you think she's going to be up for any awards?
She was the most nominated.
For the ACMs?
Female, yeah. She has 6 nominations.
I thought I remember hearing that somewhere.
Ken, the award show's in 2 weeks.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I forgot. It's hard to keep track of all these award shows. There's so many of them. Anyway,
Yeah.
enough about that. Lauren.
Yeah, okay.
What's going
Our
on
group
here?
of angels today, 5 or 6 angels, all from Minnesota. You may have seen this. Crazy what gets captured on dash cameras these days. So there's people driving on I-94, very busy road, interstate, whatever. When a bunch of people, all in separate cars, noticed that there was a car on the side of the road burning and it hit a guardrail. And now it says 5 or 6 people, not sure the exact number, but pulled over and they all worked together to pull the person out of the car. Like I said, it was engulfed in flames. This person was 71 years old. He lost consciousness behind the wheel, and all these Good Samaritans banded together. I mean, they were on a very busy highway, pulled over, did this all while cars are whizzing past them, and obviously saved his life. So this man, 71-year-old, his name is Sam Orbovich. He suffered only minor injuries, but the footage has gone viral. And honestly, they could have called the state patrol or the cops, but that when there's a car on fire, you really don't have that much time to to think and do that. You just kind of spring into action. So
Man, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad that they were there for him. I mean, that's brave too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, car start. Oof,
yeah, definitely,
scary stuff.
it is scary.
New Fear Unlocked, huh?
Yeah.
Where was it? I-94. Where? Oh, it was near St. Paul. It was down in the Twin Cities area.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, Lauren, for that story of Good Samaritans. You don't see that often enough, right? B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. It's Ken and Lauren. Another cash